matchup, we have redshirt sophomore LukeBlanton from Alexandria, Indiana, taking on freshman MattZovistoski, the freshman from Paramus, New Jersey.
And LukeBlanton has definitely got his work cut out for him with the fact that Appalachian State just took the lead overall. He is coming off of 2 losses in a row to 2 ranked players. Number 2, Brendan Sorensen of Iowa, and number 19, Alex Griffin of Purdue.
Absolutely, so he is a bit more aggressive, not only knowing that his team needs him, and as being down by 5 points now, a very, very big decision would be nice for this Hoosier squad. But also, having lost those last 2 matchups against 2 ranked opponents, this moment for Blanton going into the end of the season, is going to be very big for him, not only to finish his season strong, but also to help his team win today.
And Blanton just got taken down right there.
Absolutely, Zovistoski with a 2-point lead with just about a minute gone in the first. But there we see Blanton with a pretty strong defensive move there. As you can see the passion coming out just as the referee blew that final whistle there.
And as this specific meet in the NWCA Division I National Championship Dual Series is almost drawing to a close, there are still 5 more matches to come. 2 of them have started already, Michigan v. Virginia Tech and Nebraska v. Missouri. Later on tonight at 5 o'clock, Penn State v. Oklahoma State. And coming up on Monday, Ohio State v. Edinburgh and Iowa v. NC State, both at 7 o'clock.
Absolutely, so here we see Blanton down 1 point here in the first, but looking to mount as much of a comeback for his team as possible here in the last matchup at 149 pounds. We've seen the 25th ranked Mountaineers come into Bloomington today and have a little bit of trouble, although they were favored at the very beginning of the day. But a very close matchup thus far, and something that is continuing here into this 10th and final matchup between Blanton and Zovistoski.
That pin on Tommy Cash definitely hurt the Hoosiers when losing that. What was a 1-point lead is now a 5-point deficit, so it's looking like LukeBlanton here has got his work cut out for him. A pin would be ideal, but anything to get those points racked up, not only for him after 2 losses, but for the team as a whole coming off of a loss against Rutgers.
Absolutely, and that's something that you can definitely see, not only by his passion and the amount of effort that he's putting in here in the first period, but also by the fact that every single one of his teammates that has wrestled today prior to him is already back out and trying to coach him from the sidelines.
Hoosiers, on the other hand, are looking rather concerned, lined up on that bench.
And here we see Zovistoski with a bit of an aggressive move there. And screams from fans in this Hoosier contingent for a different call to be made there, but it seems as though that is what the referees would go with, and Zovistoski is up 4-1.
Not too happy that that was cut off when it was, Stu.
Absolutely, but they've got to stay within the confines and the boundaries of the mat.
We'll
so
just
there's
see
really not much they could do otherwise.
We'll see if Blanton can
1-point escape, Blanton.
1 point
do
on
exactly
the escape
that.
for Blanton, absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see how this 2-point deficit for Blanton changes his approach going into the second period.
Asking for a review on escape.
And Appalachian State has asked for a review on the escape at the end of that first period, as we see LukeBlanton getting just a little bit of coaching from his coaches, and Zovistoski on the right side of your screen talking to his coach as well. And with that, we will be right back after these messages here in University Gym in Bloomington, Indiana. Do you want us to get one? Okay. Then.
If you'd rather not, we'll,
Yeah, no,
we'll pass on that then.
So just at the end of it, do you want me to just send it, or how much time will I have? Okay, perfect.
Call on the mat is confirmed. It was a one-point escape for LukeBlanton. Starting the second period, LukeBlanton with the option choosing bottom.
And welcome back. Welcome back. We have had a confirmation of that last escape in the first period by LukeBlanton, which gives us a 4-2 game, or 4-2 match rather, between Zavitoski of Appalachian State and LukeBlanton of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Exactly what he needed. I mean, every point counts at this point. 1 minute, 40 seconds left in this second period, with Indiana at a 13 point to App State's 18 points. That means we've got a 5-point deficit we're looking at that only Blanton can save them from. The Alexandria, Indiana sophomore, all of that riding on him right now as the last matchup that this team will see before they go to the Big Ten Championships on March 5th and 6th in Iowa City.
Absolutely, and LukeBlanton starting down here was the Big Ten Wrestler of the Week in mid-January after an upset of number 11 Hunter Stieber in dual action at Ohio State. So that big win over a member of the 2015 National Championship squad, Buckeyes, was definitely big for Blanton, but we'll see if he can recapture some of that magic here today against Zavitoski, as his team would desperately like to win this one.
Zavitoski coming from a very strong opening to his season. His first match was actually a pin victory for him. Since then, things have more or less evened out, but his overall record for the season is 15-12. Not a bad place to be for the freshman from Paramus, New Jersey.
Absolutely. He was actually a 4-year letter winner in wrestling and cross country in high school. So going deep into third periods and deep into grueling matchups is nothing new for him. And that is something that he will likely have to do here against LukeBlanton, the redshirt sophomore who is battling to get his team back in this one. There we see Blanton with a defensive move after Zavitoski tried to take him down.
"15 seconds left in the second. We'll see if Blanton can't do anything to tie up that score.
And there we see Coach Bentley of these Appalachian State Mountaineers a little concerned with something on the bench there, but it looks as though entering this third period, the Mountaineers are in the position that they want to be in, as they are ahead 5 points in the team matchup, but also 1 point ahead in this final matchup of the day.
Blanton probably hoping, if nothing else, to close that 5-point gap up a little bit. Though what would be great to see would be a
2-point takedown, Blanton.
And there we have it, a 2-point takedown for Blanton, which gives him a 1-point lead going into this one. But here we have Zavitoski starting on bottom, and he will definitely be looking to get a 1 point, for a for an escape here in the third period.
Almost had it.
Very close, and he gets that 1 point for the escape there, as
And ties
Blanton
him
could
up.
not get the full takedown. So here we see Zavotoski having a little bit of an easier job here, as he just has to not get pinned, and this Appalachian State Mountaineers wrestling squad will walk away with a victory here over a Big Ten Conference opponent in the Indiana Hoosiers. And there we have it. We will have a reset after that exiting of the field of play. We've got LukeBlanton throwing some moves here, but Zavotoski has been playing pretty good defense from his comfortable position all match.
Less than a minute left here in the third. Blanton really looking to break that tie and take the lead, but now seems to be not in the best position to do so.
Absolutely, Zavotoski has had the upper hand throughout much of this one, as Blanton has been fighting against the odds after that pin that was surrendered by Tommy Cash after an early match, a bit of an early match injury there. But here we see LukeBlanton doing whatever he can as the Appalachian State squad looks on. And we will have a reset here with just about 11 seconds left. This home crowd is looking for LukeBlanton to maybe have just a little bit of magic left in the tube here, but it seems as though he will not get it, as his final attempt at a takedown is outmatched, and this Appalachian State Mountaineers wrestling squad is absolutely ecstatic on their